Hey there.
Hello, sir.
You look like you're in a winter wonderland.
It is so cold here in Kansas. It is chilly. I got a little scarf on and a hoodie.
You look like little Timmy from Christmas Carol.
Yes. And plus, like, the camera is up higher for some reason, and I can't figure out how to adjust it down, so it makes me look even smaller.
I love
my enormous stature. Oh, look at this!
Hey,
I'm at your eye line now. Hey,
look at that!
I'm a real boy.
So,
and I'm eating some Taco Bell.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're grubbing on some food there.
Mm-hmm.
Is this strategic? Like, are you hoping the farts will keep you warm tonight?
As long as there's a fire brewing somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it's a ring of fire for a reason. It'll keep me warm. And so it's a Taco Bell during the show. I've had a long day of travel and have not taken the time to eat. So we're going to multitask during this show, this program.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
I'm setting the shark count at over under 1. 1.5.
Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
More and more satiated by the minute.
Well, we've got an awesome show for you guys tonight. Chad is in Kansas in a haunted house, broadcasting live. Make sure you head over to YouTube to check this video out. We're going to hopefully catch Slimer in one of the screens behind him. We got plenty of hobby content. We've got a big ol' update regarding our Kansas City Chiefs bet.
Yeah, we do. Oh, boy.
Yeah, but before we dive into all that, we got some new product release to go over. We're going to talk about sets to collect. We got a little of everything tonight.
An actual hobby show with a little bit of Taco Bell mixed in. Might we be the Wax Museum podcast? I don't know. We'll find out.
Dude, we need to shave your head.
Kyle is rolling in his grave right now. R.I.P. Oh no! R.I.P. My light just fell. My light right back here, it just fell over.
By God,
it wasn't me. Oh boy,
dude,
it begins.
You're in a haunted house.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that in just a moment. So for people who are watching though, I've got a CCTV system that I set up throughout the house with 4 cameras, and I plugged into a TV behind me. I do have 2 buddies who traveled here from Kansas City. I don't want to say exactly where I am, but they're from Kansas City. They're here until we're done podcasting. Then they're going to go home. So you may see them in the camera, but this place definitely haunted. Oh, hold on.
Chad is feverishly looking around. There must be some activity going on in the haunted house.
I shit you not, I just heard a voice.
Really? What did it say?
Interesting. I don't know.
The Kansas
It was
City
a male's
Chiefs
voice. I don't think it was them because they've just been shooting B-roll. So I am in. Let me give you a little bit more of a prompt, then we'll bring Sarah on so that she can get out of here. The house is 4 floors. The most haunted section of this, and the part that the owner doesn't like to be in, is on the 2nd floor. That's where I'm setting up shop, baby.
Yeah.
So that door right there goes into the 2nd floor hallway. Just a week ago, they captured a shadow figure on camera, like peeking out of that door. And look at that. Those guys are in the basement. Do you see him in the basement?
Yeah.
He's in the basement. There's no way I heard him.
No. 0% chance. Were they talking about the Kansas City Chiefs by chance?
They are Chiefs fans.
No, it was the voice you heard talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe. That might be the one in my head.
Oh, man.
What? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm back.
No, you're good. And if you need to go check on anything, feel free to. But I think before we jump in with Sarah, real briefly, and I hate to put you on the spot in this while you're dealing with this, do we have any show announcements?
So show
You want me to
announcements,
cover it?
nothing new to remind people, but I do want to remind people to check out our website, pttfpodcast.com. It really is the best one-stop shop for everything related to us. From there,
Yeah.
you'll be able to click on our YouTube links and watch our videos. If you're doing so now, please click like. We appreciate it. You'll be able to listen to the podcast if you prefer to not look at our beautiful faces. But also you can go click on our affiliate tab. You'll see a couple of discounts that we have for normal products like Zion cases, or you want to buy some sleeves. But also before you go do your eBay shopping, click on the affiliate link, click on the eBay tab, shop as planned. No price or cost to you, but the show gets a little commission in the process, and we will definitely love you forever. So that's pttfpodcast.com.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get down to it. Let's get our new product releases going.
That sounds good. Want me to bring her
Sarah,
on?
to the show. Let's do it.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello,
Welcome.
Sarah.
Thank you. This is weird being in my office.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't like the lighting in here is not set up for a podcast.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. My lighting's terrible too. Like,
We need to get you a Diva ring.
yeah, and then show me how to use it.
Now, how is it? I traveled halfway across the country into a haunted house, and I've got the best lighting set up here for the show.
Not even close. Because you
Dedication.
bring a production truck with you of equipment.
I
and
really
light.
did.
Yes.
Oh my God.
When I dropped him off at the airport, the guy was like, "You can't park here," because he thought we were both going. I was like, "Nope, this is just him."
Dude, have you seen Heidi since you've been there?
I'm going to make contact with her tonight.
Oh, yes. All right.
I have the gear to get her.
All right. Sarah, what do you got for us?
All right. So this week, yesterday, whichever day you're listening,
Yeah.
we had 3 releases. So 2024 Topps Transcendent Baseball. They said that it's undergoing some notable changes. It's still autograph heavy, which they all appear to be on card.
Mhm.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
And there's still the Cornerstone VIP party connected to the product.
Okay.
Did not know what that was, but I can get
Oh,
into that.
Interesting.
As far as the way it's configured, it shifts towards a more varied checklist with an increasing pack busting component. So the VIP party deets, when and where, has yet
Yeah.
to be announced.
Okay.
These events, and then
What?
it says events in plural, include the chance for collectors to meet players. A chase element has been added to the invitations as well. 100 cases have a gold tier invite, which is the standard set.
Okay.
And then 10 transcendent tier invitations are also up for grabs. So I don't know if those are like VIP. The whole party is VIP. So are there VIP party guests?
Good question.
Unclear. These come with additional perks. What those are exactly haven't been revealed. So whole lot of nothing on that ticket right now. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe it'll be a boat. We don't know.
Classic baseball. And it could be a boat.
Yeah.
So it is 8 cards per pack, 4 packs per box, plus 10 plus additional cards, 1 box per case, and 100 card set size. So each hobby box has 2 autograph patch cards, 2 autograph relics, 1 total rookie autograph or autograph patch card, 2 additional autographs, 1 total jumbo, dual or triple patch cards, and 1 additional autograph or memorabilia card. You're going to be spending $9,500 for a hobby box.
Excuse you.
I tried.
What?
I tried to decipher if this was like a case of 10, like if they're 950. I was having a rough time finding prices today.
What was that price again, Sarah?
$9,500.
What was that price again, Sarah?
$9,500. So I think the gambler is definitely going to be going in on those. What are they called? The four ways.
Breaks. Or fatal
What-
four-way.
Fatal four ways.
Razzle
So-
dazzles.
My verdict on this one is on the fence because of the price. The cards look nice.
Yeah,
I like that
they
they're
better.
on card autos.
You're gonna mortgage your house to buy a box.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We should do it.
or sell some extraneous organs.
Hey,
I know a guy.
you need to hook us up, Chad.
So another one, I'm just gonna do like a blurb on this one because I'm thinking this maybe isn't our audience.
Yeah, very good.
2024 Upper Deck PWHL, which stands for Professional Women's Hockey League.
We are
Now-
getting pretty niche here.
It is Upper Deck, so I just took a glance.
Yeah.
And my note is that the women hockey players are much more photogenic than the men.
Huh.
They're just making less goofy faces. I don't know if they're
Oh.
just like not as goofy or they're just better at having their photos taken. Could be both. No
You got
idea how
anyone in
much it costs.
particular
Did not
that
find
we should
that.
pull up?
You what?
He didn't
I was
know if
asking
you
you a
had
question.
like, a player that we wanted to pull up for the YouTube video.
Oh, no, I didn't have anybody in particular. And it was also really hard to find information on this. So that's why I just wanted to do a little blurb. I have no idea how much it costs. Couldn't even find it.
Wow. When is
So-
that releasing?
That released yesterday. So that's why I was like, I mean, I should be able to find something. It's not like it's free. And I
Yeah.
can't imagine, and no shade or anything like that. I can't imagine it's sold out. So
Weird.
maybe I just was looking in the wrong place. They didn't even have a link from Beckett's to eBay, which they usually do for like a break.
Yeah.
So anyway,
They-
moving
they
on.
don't- She's right. There is nothing on this.
And it's not like the date got pushed or anything.
Yeah, no. It does say it's currently out of stock in one website, but that
Okay.
it has the release date of yesterday. So
Yeah.
there's something
Shit.
going on here.
Shame on the marketing firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, because
terrible.
I'm sure if they made the product, there are people who want to buy it. So
That and like there's going to be a number of people probably on the fence, and you know, if you're going with something this niche, you can't afford these mistakes.
no.
It has to be well known. It has to be teased a ton. Yeah, you got to get people excited about it. That's too bad.
Do better, Upper Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also from Upper Deck yesterday, we have the Allure AEW. It looks like this is I don't know what to call it. It's like the little sister of the WWE.
Yeah, competitor. Yeah, but their little sister's accurate.
Okay. After a year's absence, Chrome wrestling cards are jumping back in the AEW ring. While traditional hits are on the tough side in this product, and the auto previews all appear to be sticker, collectors should find parallels and inserts in more hobby packs to go along with the regular base cards.
Okay.
According to Upper Deck, doubloons, which use an intricate gold design, are a case hit. I think it's the second to last card on that screen if you're looking to pull something up. It's the same
Yeah.
for 16-bit, which offer pixelated looks at superstars as though they're in a 1990s video game. So you have 8 cards per hobby pack, 8 packs per hobby box, 18 boxes per hobby case, and it's 150 card set size. I didn't recognize any of the names. However, the cards look kind of cool. They also have blaster boxes, so 5 cards per blaster box, 4 packs per blaster box, 20 boxes per blaster case. Each hobby box has 5 total AEDUB. Those are all capitalized. I don't know what they mean. Aerial, crowd reaction, or this is awesome. 8 color flow, 8 parallels, 2 serial numbered cards or rare inserts, and 8 total base short prints in action or straps. Could be an actual strap. I'm not sure. This collection looks weird.
Interesting.
For only $120, you could have yourself a hobby box, $40 for a blaster box. And my verdict is this is a hit because I got to say doubloons.
Yeah, so a couple things. This is awesome comes from chants that the crowd will do when it's an excellent match. They'll start
Oh.
chanting, "This is awesome."
Yeah.
I'm wondering if what you read was AEDUB,
Yeah.
AE-dub. Okay, so it's AE dub for AEW.
Oh,
It's like their
why is it
slang.
all capitalized?
Dub, AE dub. I don't know because the A and the E.
Oh,
are-
like W. I get. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it now.
And then you won't recognize a lot of the names until you start researching them a little. AEW has taken a lot of WWE talent and a lot of names that you would know.
Okay.
You know Daniel Bryan. Yes.
Oh yeah, I use that GIF a lot.
Yeah, they switched his name around to Bryan Danielson, which I think is his legal given name.
Hmm.
Wait, that's him?
Yeah.
What? God, I never would have known with that name change.
So,
God.
but you showed a 16-bit example on our YouTube of Soraya. She was known as Paige in the
Oh
WWE.
yeah, because
They did a
we all
movie
went and
about
saw
her?
that movie. We did
Yeah.
we did a little couples date night. Went and saw that
Exactly.
movie.
Not the
So-
one that got her fired, the one that was on about her.
Yeah, I thought the only reason I went is I thought it was the one that was going to get her fired, but turns out it was a movie about her life. Talk about boring.
Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel about the 16-bit. I think it's a really cool idea. I want to like
Yeah,
jump all over it, but it just
it's a
They should
super
have
cool
photos of
idea.
like the ring and the arena and things like that. It shouldn't just be of a person because then all it looks like is REM
A
pod's
bad
going
image.
off.
Yeah. So I don't
I,
know how I feel.
as someone who enjoys playing like the 16-bit like games that where they're making it look like it was the game that was 16-bit.
Yeah.
That's not 16-bit. They just pixelated a photo of her. Like,
Yeah.
just call it what it is. Like, or make a 16-bit of Soraya, because like,
Agreed. Yeah, I think they kind of missed the mark with this one. Great idea, and I hope they
Yeah.
continue to work on it and maybe improve it.
yeah,
But
good idea, not great execution.
agreed.
Yeah. And then I was not going to add this because I was like, what the hell is this? Upper Deck Goodwin Champions. Upper Deck
Oh.
had me, and then I was like,
Ricky
what is
loves
Goodwin
Goodwin.
Champions? I believe that this is like Upper Deck trying to be like, hey, this is our Allen and Ginter.
It is. That's 100% what it is.
Okay, yeah.
And that was
so-
actually the first box that I bought.
Oh,
when I
was
got
it?
back into it with Chad. It was that, and then was like not quite on the mark. It was a lot of fun. Actually, one of my favorite cards came from it. They put in their autographs of World War II vets on card, and on the back they'd give you a little story.
That is
Chad
so
and I
cool.
each have one, and that's one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, I got a medic.
Yeah, my guy like jumped out of the plane at D-Day, and like his parachute got stuck.
Yeah.
and, like it was a whole thing. Like
Ooh.
so, real cool, but like didn't quite hit the mark. The big key to success to this historically was Upper Deck was the only company Jordan had a license with, and I still think I think still does. LeBron was the case at a time too. So these were the only cards, the products you could get their autographs currently in, and so you would kind of chase it. But a lot of the cards were really off the mark, so that's where I kind of gravitated down and Ginter. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk on the history of Ricky's collecting. And we'll
Hey.
get back to Sarah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
This photo is for the ladies and some of the guys. Everyone's favorite Bobby Finke and his six-pack abs.
There's only 4 of them there.
Sarah, the rest is up to your imagination, baby.
So they like to keep things eclectic, this writer says, but
Yes.
like 2023, a lot of that is contained into a continued shift towards incorporating other Upper Deck brands into the checklist. So not only is it multi-sport with a healthy dose of history and pop culture, it has elements from some of the company's most familiar lines. Hobby boxes have 2 guaranteed hits, which can be autographs, memorabilia cards, manufactured relics, and more. 5 cards per pack, 15 packs per box, 16 boxes per case. It's a 150 card set size.
That Tiger Woods looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
There's one
it
at the
did.
bottom that I thought was kind of neat too. Oh, I didn't realize that was Tiger.
Uniform button relics. That's cool
That is cool.
for World War II. Exquisite collection autographs. De'Aaron Fox, I hate it. He's just in a cutoff T-shirt. Hate the
And
photo.
this is the problem. This is the problem.
Pickleball, get out of here. No one wants to see Anna Lee Waters.
Yeah. No,
I don't know. Maybe some people do. Baseball, we just got a regular card. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
Hey,
one was
buddy.
kinda cool.
I think I saw him in the stairwell here earlier. Mr. Frankenstein.
No, it's
Frankenstein's
Frankenstein's
monster.
monster.
That's
always hated
cool.
It's if you say Frankenstein,
I
people are
get
not
it.
thinking Dr. Frankenstein. They're thinking of the monster.
Exactly.
It's just one of those. It's one of those Joe Rogan isms, I think.
For sure. And everyone says
Actually-
it's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein's monster. No,
The only
it's
reason,
Frankenstein.
the only reason I said it is because it says it on the bottom of the card.
No, yeah, and you are in the majority. I'm in the minority yelling, "Get off my lawn!" So That is
So
cool.
you
So
are
are they
looking
different
to
monsters?
spend- I'm sorry.
monsters or like horror books.
I wasn't. I didn't really copy all of the stuff.
Okay.
I just saw that and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I was like, so this is basically Allen and Ginter.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right. More basketball focused.
Yeah.
But Allen and Ginter, exactly the same.
Yeah. I think
Unlicensed.
Dad's
though.
trying to look at the.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the checklist and I just can't see it on there.
Yeah. Well, go back to the card
Yeah.
because I think at the top it said something about books, famous writings, or something.
Oh, literary
Literary
classic. There you
classics.
go.
I
Literary
hope.
Hmm.
classic patches. It's a patch.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
they do
cool.
these. But that's kind of cool. I agree. Like, and I hope that all the others are kind of like, I don't know, Edgar Allan
Boy,
Poe,
1 in 80 packs.
the Raven. or whatever.
Huckleberry Finn.
What about Huck Finn? What
Oh,
about
yeah,
Jim?
that could be interesting. That
Just
could
Jim.
be really.
Tom
Oh,
Sawyer.
here it is.
Ichabod Crane.
Just Jim. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Well, because
Just plain
Jim
old
didn't have a last
Jim,
name.
yeah.
He was an
He didn't?
enslaved person.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, he
Oh,
was an
that got less
escaped
funny.
enslaved person.
Yeah.
thank you.
So my verdict on this is I'm on the fence because they don't have an Abraham Lincoln pube for Ricky.
I will
Mm.
get that pube, and it will be implanted right here. Right
You're
here.
gonna have to spend looks like about 60 more bucks for your Allen and Ginter regular.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But
Just
this
for
is
the chance. Just for the chance.
yeah. Will you repeat the price of this box?
120 bucks.
See, and that's the appeal, right? Like, and 120 bucks is getting up there. It used to be under 100, but
Yeah.
if you want to go in and just rip some wax and not lose the bank, like this is a perfect product. It will get me at some point in the next 8 months.
These were the kind of packs that Tim would be opening over our trash can at our house. Just
And not
Throwing
keeping
them-
one single card, wrapper, or box. All of it would go into the trash. And then
Yep.
Chad and I would feverishly rush after him and pull out all the cards that we could sell on eBay.
I always took the trash out before Tim came over.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Smart lady. That's why she's a keeper, ladies and gentlemen.
And finally, today, 2023 to 24 Topps Finest Basketball. So that's Thursday, January 23rd release. Sees the card maker continue to reintroduce their Hoops portfolio. The Chromium release was resurrected in 2021, albeit with an all-retired checklist. Finest has also appeared more recently with Overtime Elite Prospects. This time around, it might not be licensed by the NBA, which means no logos or trademarks, but it does have licensing from the Players Association.
Meaning they can use the player's name, image, likeness, and they can have them autograph and even
Oh.
maybe include patches. They just can't identify the team.
I see. Oh, so that's why.
It's like Vince Vaughn
Yeah.
in Old School, where the what's it called? The fraternity will not be associated or affiliated with the university in any way.
Exactly. That's exactly what this is. And eventually what they're doing is they're prepping the work for when the licenses shift over to Fanatics, who owns Topps. Eventually this will turn into a licensed product in a couple of years.
Okay.
Maybe even sooner. But for now. And hey, looking at, sorry to interject on our YouTube, if you look, Chad's pulled up a LeBron James. That is actually a pretty good card.
That's a neat card.
They've got the angle
Yeah,
right,
that-
where you can kind of ignore the fact that they've whitewashed the Lakers across his jersey.
That's what I'm going to look like when I'm levitating here in an hour by myself in this home.
Dude, I'm
But I
kind of
will
nervous.
throw the hammer down just like LeBron. I'll throw a dunk down.
You
If
will.
I'm going up, I'm going to dunk on someone.
Yes, you will. I've always said that about you, Chad, as long as I've known you.
I should put up one
God.
of those hoops. You know, like how people go up and they'll dunk over someone and they don't even know the hoop's there. You should do that with the spirits of the house.
You should.
Whoa.
I'm getting real nervous. I keep getting like random text messages from blocked numbers claiming to be Satan and claiming he's going to be here tonight. Like I'm
No.
seriously concerned, man.
No.
All right, Sarah.
There's Wembenyama.
There you go. Nice
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Practice that one.
And
That'll be
Finest,
the first time we'll talk about him
historically-
tonight.
Finest historically was a very, very, very popular set. It is
Oh, I
like the
loved it.
set- those cards from Finest, frankly, can still go for more money than your average card. There's very much in demand. So this is going to be a big boy here in a year or two.
Well, I might have to change my verdict then. Like Finest sets from the past, there's plenty of pop in the designs. Being a modern chrome product, there are lots of refractors and inserts as well. So it's 10 cards per pack, 6 packs per box, 8 boxes per case, and it's a 300 card set size.
Okay.
Each hobby box has 2 autographs.
Okay.
All right. Oh God, this is going to cost an arm and a leg.
$250 for a hobby
What?
box.
Wow. I mean, it is unlicensed, but it's basketball, man, and it's rare you see a box go for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it is
Mighty fine
unlicensed.
point.
So
Great.
my verdict was meh.
Meh.
Atta
Yeah.
girl.
No, and I think this year it is meh. I think
Yeah.
like it's not there yet, but
Yeah.
I'm getting excited for what will be coming. Even though it will be very pricey once that last.
Oh, yeah. It'll be $9,500,
It will. It will be much closer
Yeah.
to that number.
which is sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I was also trying to scramble and find an interesting article to share, but I ran out of time.
Oh, well, we'll have it on next week.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
find something good for next week.
Well, thank you very much, Sarah,
You're welcome.
for
Thank you,
joining
dear.
the show.
Yep. Be safe out there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sarah, you going to
Satan-
join the Dr. Ghost Hunters live here in a little bit?
It depends. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and then we've got to get some stuff ready for a move tomorrow.
I see. Okay.
But I'll put it
Thank
on
you.
for the dogs.
Love it.
Bye.
They're the only ones that get you, Chad. All right.
Luckily, she didn't catch that.
I think she probably caught the very end as she was hanging up, so that's even better.
We're screwed.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get into a theme tonight. I went through a lot of emotions this weekend, Chad, and
Yeah.
a lot of anger. I let that wash away, and the word that comes to mind is this has been the most disappointing week of my life.
Damn.
And I am sad. And I'm going to unleash some of that right now. Oh, shoot.
That was even before the Lions game happened.
This is how my week started. And we are taking the listener, formerly known as Kansas City Dan, to card court. You think that he is going to get to appear in his own defense tonight? Nope,
I don't see him in the chat, oddly
Good.
enough.
because he's not coming on. So we had a fantastic show last week. One
God,
of
it's
our
killer,
best
wasn't it?
Yeah. One of our best shows in a long time. So much interaction, so much viewership. It was hysterical. It was exciting. And it incorporated what I love about entertainment, podcasts, and radio. A bet which all our followers and listeners at home could follow along with.
Yeah.
Leading up through the Super Bowl and then with anticipation getting to either go and see live the payoff of the bet at the National or get to hear about it. And either way, it's going to be a 10 out of 10.
And me just putting myself out there.
Oh,
You know,
I
risk
would-
of humiliation on
Dude,
behalf of the show.
And I did not look out for you at all. I threw you under that bus fully and then held you down while it ran you over again.
That's what I love about you.
So we finalized the bet. It included a tort for a card. It also included some dressing up in the other team's gear at the National. And I have to say off air, like Chad and I were talking about, like, we can't go too far with this. We can't break a listener, right? Like, we were going to take care of whoever lost, be it you or the listener. We weren't going to put you through the complete ringer. We get a message after we go off air with Dan for an extended period of time where he had ample opportunity, and we receive a message from him. Off the record, I didn't sign up for all of this, and I'm overwhelmed effectively. Well, or I think he said, no, what he says, for the record. No, Dan, for the record is when we're recording live on this machine for all to hear. That's for the record. So Chad is stuck. He's got a pissed off podcast partner who's not talking to anyone. And he's saying, how do I fix this? And so he had no choice. Like, what do you do with this? So he goes into our group chat, our super secret group chat, and says, Dan, I'll give you an opportunity to walk away.
Yeah.
Dan says, but the tort for the card's still good, right?
He didn't miss a beat on
Can
that
I
one.
just say,
That was real quick.
I don't give a shit about you receiving a tort or him receiving a $50 Kansas City Royals card. I don't think any of our listeners should either. That helps us not at all, Dan. And so I am making 2 proclamations as punishment for Dan. There's no more Kansas City Dan. The big lights, the fast living, gone. From here on out, Dan will be known as Dan from Omaha who deals in torts. Go back. You're Nebraska
Dan from Omaha is so generic. So generic.
Yeah. And that he will hold that name until he has earned the Kansas City Dan moniker again. Proclamation 2. We've got to find listeners who like having fun with bets. And until we can be 1,000% certain of that, this is the second burn we've had from a bad bet with listeners.
Yeah. Yep.
And until we can be, and unless it may never happen, it probably won't. But until we can be guaranteed that we are making a bet with someone who actually likes having fun and entertaining the crowds, no more listener bets.
It's a sad day for the show, but I think it's the right move.
So disappointing. So disappointing.
I think it's the right move.
Yep. No, actually, I think we've got Dan's new nickname right here. Will you post late 90s?
Yeah,
basketball?
I got you.
Dan in a van from Omaha. Listener Dan from Omaha, who deals with torts and lives in a van. I don't know.
Oh, it's brutal. It's
Dan,
brutal, man.
I love you. I will always love you. This isn't personal. It's just business.
It is.
I looked right to
business.
the camera for that. Strictly business.
Yeah, you did. you did.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say on this. As you know, I try to play the role of peacemaker when we're on the air.
You do.
when we're on the air.
Yes.
And that was a real awkward one for me to get. I was like, I don't know. There's something that just moved out here.
Oh.
I said I wasn't quite sure what to do with that message. And gave him the opportunity in the group chat, and he immediately jumped on it. And when he immediately jumped on it, I was like, okay. But I get it, man.
Well,
that's Ricky. That's why you and I hold these seats.
yes.
That's why we were in these chairs, because
Yep.
we are willing to humiliate each other for the sake of everyone's entertainment.
Exactly. And I see some people in the chat already saying, let's get some beers in us and let's make some bets at the National. You're going to have to really prove yourself to us. You're going to we will not commit to that until it is time and it's actually happening. But
it's Ricky and Chad in unification from this point.
Yep.
It's us against the world.
So you and I, Chad, are now left scrambling. And I now feel an obligation to our listeners who got so excited, not just during the show, but after. It's been a while since we've had as much commentary on a show.
Yeah, sure.
We owe it to them. You and I need to find a bet now.
People want to see me humiliated, which is a common theme.
Yeah. No, we need to produce. We need to come through in the clutch. Late 90s basketball is making some excellent points. He was born and lives in Florida. I think we might get our faith restored at National. We'll talk then.
Yes.
In the meantime, Chad, I will be scouring. I'll be thinking what maybe a Super Bowl bet, depending on the matchup.
Yeah, sure, man.
Let's think. And if any of our listeners have any ideas for what we could bet on,
what could be fun, Ricky, is like you and I do Super Bowl squares.
Yes.
But this is what we do. We come up with different challenges. And some are like way more severe than the others. But we buy the square based on that. If like I win that square and I land on it, you have to do that awful bet. And some of the ones like eat a cheeseburger on camera. Well, that square's a quarter.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, you got a podcast shirtless? That's like $10 for that square.
I love where your head's at. We are going to flesh that out. But if our listeners have any ideas for punishment or bet, get at us at Back to the Future Podcast on Instagram. And just share some ideas with us, because we live to entertain you guys. And we didn't come through after last week.
We've got an angry listener here. They want to know if it's a supernatural or sports card related channel. It's neither, and it's both at the same time. So get over it.
Exactly. If
you don't like it, you clicked on the wrong channel.
Yeah, I'm worried we may have a special guest a little bit later on that deals more with DGH than PTTF. So we'll have to see.
Oh, boy.
All right. So that's the bet recap. We're sorry we're making a deviation from our original plan, but don't worry, Chad and I will come through in the clutch. Let us know if you have any ideas for bets we can make to entertain you buffoons.
I like it, man. That's good.
All right. Well, I want to get into Chad. This is the point where you get to turn around and look at those cameras all you want.
Okay. I like it.
I want to hear where you are right now.
So I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am because there's too many weird people out there.
Fair.
But I'm in Kansas, and I am at one of the most haunted mansions in the U.S. Now, I had to come out here for work. Your boy got nominated for a commission, a really big deal commission out here in Kansas City. Yeah. And so naturally I said, how can I pair this with a ghost hunt? And so I rented out this mansion and just flew in today, got here, had a couple of buddies that I've met in the ghost hunting world. They're out here showing me around. They live not too far away. Okay. So you may see them in the background roaming around, but as soon as the podcast is over, they're going to hit the road and go home. And your boy is going to be live stream investigating this on Dr. Ghost Hunter's YouTube channel all alone. And this place has countless posts on their social media page capturing voices, intelligent voices, yelling at the owner, calling out people's names. I've heard voices since we've been here. Full-blown shadow people looking out of the corner and looking out of rooms down this very hallway that I'm podcasting out of right now. Things moving as well. So yeah, it's going to be a terrifying little event. And I figure why not do this all alone? Put myself out there.
Yeah. Are you just spending the one night there?
Yeah. So it's one night, and I will say this, that I was going to be spending the night here, and then I told Sarah about it, and I told my parents about it, and both of them were like, "Nah, it's a hard no, dog." So I'm going to be investigating late into the night, and then I've got a hotel room down the road that I'm going to go to.
Okay. And you know what we should do? We really should post the link for your live Dr. Ghost Hunters tonight on our Back to the Future podcast too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think some of our
Yeah, I
listeners
can do that. I'll go ahead and
yeah, I think they would really dig.
I would checking it out. You know, for me, it almost helps me in a way because there's something to having a live stream. We tend to get a handful of people on the live streams. They're just really hard to produce, and they're really hard to produce by yourself. Like, so many cameras, so many things, and you're only one guy. But when you are the only person inside of this, it is a straight up mansion. It almost feels like the live stream is there with you, which makes it a little less terrifying. So I would really love to have some of that. Yeah, I appreciate that quite a bit. Let me see if I can find that link, and I'll throw it in the chat.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Wait, someone's at my door. Hold on.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
Hey guys, thought I'd come hang out since
What
it's
in the
a
world?
ghosting show. You're ghost hunting all alone tonight, huh, Chad? Would you like a little company?
I think I'll pass. I think a little deep thought and solidarity would be great.
You know, I do have to go visit Dan from Omaha tonight. I could stop by afterwards. You're pretty close. Kansas City?
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
I am
little
pretty close to
ball.
Kansas City Dan. Oh my God. Just the person I didn't need to hear from tonight.
Well, I just want you to know, tonight, I'll be live streaming, and I'll be watching you.
Well, Mr. Satan, is there anything I can do to stay safe in this house tonight?
Oh, don't worry. I'll take good care of you tonight. I'll send a couple of my friends from beyond the grave. We're gonna party late tonight.
Well, that just sounds terrifying.
Well, it's been fun, guys, but Boston Steve owes me some stuff for all those Patriots wins over the year. I gotta go collect tonight. I'll see you guys soon.
Wow.
Dude, that's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Terrifying.
I think you scared Brendan Ryan right out of the chat.
Dude, he does say, late 90s basketball says Satan sounds sexual. I think he sounded pretty pent up, dude. I'd be careful there.
I will not be bending over tonight, nor using the restroom.
Please cover all orifices at all times.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Before we jump away from the ghost hunting chat, real briefly, I do want to give an opportunity for you, Chad, to highlight your latest video, The Hill House. You sent it to me before last week's episode. We meant to talk about it. This is one, and I realize we are not a ghost hunting show. That's not our focus, but we know that you guys like the projects we're into, and Chad's done a remarkable job with this, Dr. Ghost Hunters. And this video that he recently produced and uploaded to YouTube is hands down his best video. Hands down the most interaction I've seen. It is starting to make me a believer in the afterworld. So I want to give you an opportunity just to talk a little bit about it and share any plugs for it that you may want.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. And I do feel a little bit odd talking about it on here just because it's like an entirely different community. If you're not into it, it probably just seems like drastic overkill. So fast forward 30 seconds if you don't want to hear it. So we try very hard to put out I try very hard to put out entertaining content that is very factual and tries to debunk things that other people you will see create videos that are demons or something for clickbait. And the most recent place that we went to really was terrifying. We captured voices that we could hear with our own ears standing next to us when no one else was in the room. We captured voices on our digital audio that are clearly yelling at us and in response to what we're asking to, and tried very hard to debunk it and went to great lengths to actually debunk the house. And we weren't able to do it. And not only that, but it also seemed like I had some really odd things happen to me when I got home from the house, and they just seemed too much to be coincidence. And it almost had me wonder if something followed me home. So go check it out. If you're into the paranormal at all, I think you will like it. I consume a lot of paranormal content. So I tried very hard to take the best parts of everything I see and make an entertaining video. And it's called Is It Real? And it's Haunted Hill House, and it's our attempt to debunk it. It's one of the most haunted houses in the United States. So it's on Dr. Ghost Hunters YouTube, which is where you can find us. I also posted a lot of the clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well. That's Dr. Ghost Hunters.
Perfect. And you do, like, you really approach it from how can I debunk it? How, what else can explain all of these noises? And so when I go on these hunts with you, like I scrutinize the hell out of it. And, to the point that I question whether we have ever heard anything paranormal. I'm a bit harsher on it. I still am figuring out if I believe in all of it. But this video completely has rocked me in what my beliefs were and experiences were, because you hear these sounds and they are clear as day, like, and the recording catches it. So when you go on this YouTube video, it's I think only 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Go check it out, because it is mind blowing, the stuff that they capture. Plus you get to see Papa Doc.
Yes. Yep. My dad makes his way out there, and I put chapters on the whole thing. So if you don't want to watch the whole bit and you just want to watch the highlights, go click on the chapter.
Awesome.
And watch it. I appreciate it. If you do like it and you want to hang out with me afterwards, I think at 10 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be live streaming from this place right around there at Dr. Ghost Hunter. So hopefully you see a couple of you guys there. Every one of you who's commenting in the chats of how much you hate this shit, I hope to not see you there. But Ricky, hopefully you'll be there.
I'll be there for sure.
I appreciate it.
All right. So I'll just touch on briefly two things for me. And I don't have any music to match my mood on this. My Detroit Lions, they broke my heart again. And it's been hard. I won't dwell on it too much. The word that comes to mind is sad. I'm just so sad. And it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lions
Understandable.
have put me through hell. They've put me through 0-16 seasons. They've put me through a bunch of games that they lose at the last second with field goals that break all-time records for distance and have lucky bounces in. They have been screwed by calls in the end zone for pass interference and touchdown catches over the years. And yet I stick with them just year after year of crap. And man, it's hard. It's hard to see all your friends and family root for teams that have won a championship or at least been there. And you just want to be like everyone else and have that turn. And I really thought this was it. And boy, I fought the expectations last year and more effectively did so last year. This year, I couldn't let it happen. Like it got the best of me. And so I got pulled to the top just to get dropped. I love the team. I hope they continue to do well. I can't choose another team. I've tried, but they are my team and I'll continue to stand by them. But yeah, man, the disappointment continued into the weekend as my team lost. And I went dark for 24 hours. And one of those where I woke up the next morning and thought, oh, that really happened. And you shouldn't give that much attention to a sports game. Like it's a stupid game to help us pass time till we die. But like it hurt. So that sucked. And I just want to, I guess, give public love to my Lions, and I'll be there for you next year. I'm slowly getting over it, but man, it was it was rocking. It really rocked my
Yeah.
world. But you know, as I told Chad, I did realize that it's just a stupid game. Just a game. Stupid, worthless, no good, terrible, awful, bitch ass, loveless, empty piece of shit, STD ridden, corrupt, fucktard, terrible excuse for an existence game. That's all it is. I'm doing
That
well.
was your very Clark Griswold quote for sure.
I tried so hard.
That was well done.
But
I could
we're gonna-
feel your pain coming through it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But we'll flip it around. We'll get a little positivity going. We talked about a couple weeks ago the last issue of Basketball Card Fanatic being released. It contains an article from yours truly on my Shaq rookie card. I got my hands on 2 extra copies of the magazine, and I want to give them away free, completely free of charge to our listeners. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the rules in order to qualify to receive this magazine.
Can I qualify for this?
You
Before we
can.
begin?
You can if you do well enough.
Yes.
Number one, there's 2 ways to do this because I realize not everyone wants to, like my social media, my Instagram, I don't post about cards. Like
No.
that's just not what I choose to do with it. And so I can understand if someone doesn't want to post publicly about our podcast. But option 1 is you can make a public social media post about us, tag us, and what we want the post to be about is why you listen to our show. What does our show do for you? What do you like about our show? Why do you listen? Tag us in it, and you will be entered to win one of these magazines. If you don't want to make a social media post, direct message us at Pack to the Future Podcast and tell us what either your favorite or least favorite thing about our show is. Do that.
We're going to get a lot more of those.
I think so. And that's okay. That's totally fine. Obviously, we'd prefer if you posted about us on social media so we can spread the word about this little project we're working on. But if you don't want to do that, don't feel comfortable, totally fine. Just direct message us. Let us know what your favorite thing about the show is or least favorite thing. The deadline for this, I don't want to hear any of you complainers that say, oh, I'm a month and a half behind. You're going to get screwed out of this promotion. Next Wednesday, January 29th at midnight. At that time, next Thursday morning, I'm going to take the list and I'm going to run a random on it. And the top 2 people will receive the magazine. And I want to be able to announce it on the show next Thursday. So that's why the deadline this Wednesday at midnight. I'm also hoping that they give us either through the social media posts or direct messages, some input that things maybe we can work on. And if it's positive, we can highlight that on next week's show as well.
That'd be nice. That's a great idea.
And if it's trashing us, but funny, we'll also highlight it.
I think we may get a few of those.
I hope so. Those are some of my favorites. Real briefly, because I don't know that we had a lot of details on this, and I don't know that we really want to share a lot of details on this. A child in the Salt Lake Valley recently hit, just a couple weeks ago, a Victor Wembanyama Topps Chrome 1/1 rookie card, Milky Way Marks insert.
Insane.
This kid's like 9.
That was my thought too.
And I don't want to like expose any details about how to find him or anything if I just don't want to do that. But will say I looked up this family a little bit because we debated having the kid on the show. Evan ultimately decided against it, but this kid's dad was a professional MMA fighter and had an absolute career in the UFC. So kind of makes it another interesting twist.
So what I'm hearing from you is that you plan to go find out the info about this kid and talk about it on the air. You found out his dad was an MMA fighter, and then you said, hey, I'm going to stop there, and I'm also going to tell no one to go do what I just did.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You don't want to mess with this guy. His hands are weapons.
That's the rule of life that I live by.
Oh, all right. Well, we have one last topic to get to. and that is you've talked about in the past and recently with some of your goals is you want to find a set to collect.
Yes.
And I think we may have received a little bit of feedback on suggestions. I don't know for certain. But you've definitely come up with some ideas, and I want to hear about them. And I'm really interested in hearing about this because historically I loved collecting sets.
We did get some feedback, and I think that the feedback that we had was pretty thoughtful because aside from my early days of collecting, I have not been a set guy really at all. I mean, you and I talked about doing Prism Wrestling, and you gave me, your extras, and I still haven't put them into a binder yet.
Right.
Which is nothing against them, just to illustrate that point.
Right. That's just not what you do historically.
No, it's really not. But I thought it'd be a good way to get me back into the hobby for a long-term game that isn't a quick itch gamble with a box.
All right.
So the input that we have a few. 93-94 Finest Refractors. 92-93 Basketball Stadium Club Beam Team set.
Oh.
And then WWE Galactics. From what, Revolution? I'm blanking on it right now.
Yeah, Boston Steve was
from
Resolution about that.
And to tell you the truth, I love all three of them. I know that there's a lot of hate from the 90s basketball community who views themselves as their own cult that are all holier than thou. However, I do like I've always enjoyed 93-94 Finest. To me, it was always the upper echelon of cards that I could afford a pack or two of as a kid. So I really like that. And I think I want to go after that refractor set. And the same thing with Beam Team, 92-93. So I will start both of those sets.
Hell yeah.
The Galactic is interesting because I have some of the biggest wrestling Galactic wrestlers that are already out there. And I've really wavered on selling some of the ones that I have, especially the pop ones that are PSA 10s, mostly just because of the people that I have them of. And, you just kind of see their evolution over time. And I've wavered over whether or not I want to collect them. But I still really like Galactics and I still really love wrestling. And so I think I'm going to continue to dabble in those. I got to pick a year, which admittedly I have not done.
Yes.
But maybe it's 2 years worth. So they're going to be on my list as well. So not only am I just going one, I'm going to dabble in a few. And there's one other one that I really put some thought into this week. My Kobe Bryant autograph rookie card, I've thought about selling that card.
Really?
And the reason is I'm not a Kobe collector. I've never liked Kobe. I'm not a Kobe collector. And I've always kept it because of the experience that I had.
Sure.
And I thought, well, I could probably get $2,000 to $3,000 for that card and go buy something that I really like. And then I thought, you know what? If I sell that card, I'm never getting it back. And it got me thinking, what could I do with that could help ensure that I never sell that? And I'm real curious. 92-93 was the year that got me into basketball cards. 92-93 has that beautiful Shaq rookie card that you had autographed.
Yeah.
What if I go try and find like the rookie of the year or a prominent rookie starting in 92-93 and get an autographed rookie card of every player?
That would be
up till
awesome.
now. Because you're going to have some duds, but you're also going to have some massive cards, right? Like
Absolutely.
LeBron. Think about LeBron, how hard that's going to be. I know Tim Duncan, getting him signed on a card the year of his rookie year. I think those are high price cards. I know at least the press pass that I had for even before the pandemic sold for several hundred.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe that would be a fun way to have a very unique collection.
Yeah.
And one that I could choreograph a little bit as opposed to just rely upon the designer of the set.
I think that's an outstanding idea. I think that would be such a big talking piece. I think it has elements where you'll be able to collect some cool rookies that are autographed now. And you can make the LeBron, the Tim Duncan more of your lifetime goal with the project.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea.
You like it?
I love it. I love it all.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think that may be the thing. And it might just get me back into basketball cards a little bit with the trio of those, right? The Beam Team, the Finest, and then that I think could rope me back in a little bit.
Dude, I am here for all of that. All of that.
Yes.
Yes. You know, I thought about it as well. And if I'm going to get in on this, mine's not as entertaining as yours, but I'm going to start with Prism WWE. I'm going to finish that. I'm very, very, very close. And
nice,
then I'm going to move on, and I'm going to pick my favorite Allen and Ginter set of all the binders I've started, and I'm going to finish one of them. Those are my first two steps. From there, we'll see where we go.
Okay, tell that to me again. I heard Allen and Ginter, and then it just froze just for a second at that critical point.
So for Allen and Ginter, I'm going to choose my favorite set that I've started already, and I'm going to pick it, and I'm going to finish it.
Awesome.
My goal is to finish it. I'm going to get one of these done. And once I get the first one done, then we'll see if I want to go more Allen and Ginter, or I will find another insert set or set to collect.
Yes.
So
I like it. I like that a lot. They should give us something fun to do and a little bit of a different chase this year.
100%. And that'll be a lot of fun for us to provide updates on as the year goes on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I think that that about does it for us. We got to go see you get abducted here in a minute.
Yeah, I think so. I got to get the production team ready, have a meeting, have a good heart-to-heart, maybe grab a warm cup of coffee, and get after it.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, it's been another fun show. For Chad, I'm Ricky, and I'm not Dan, and I'm not from Omaha, but I am wishing all of you a one of one night. Oh, well,
Woo!
Are you ready?
Dude, my nose is cold. It is so fucking cold in here. It is so cold. There are 4 floors to this place, Ricky. There's an attic, there's a basement, and like I swear, I know those dudes are up on my floor right now. But earlier I heard voices fucking talking. You know, it's one thing you got another dude sitting next to you. You know, I got you sitting here next to me. We hear it. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. You're by yourself, and like there's doors everywhere in here. So you hear someone talking in the next room, it just bug out.
Yeah.
I'm stressed over the live stream too. Like the live streams are stressful, man.
Yeah.
They're hard.
I get it.
But I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
You know what's really scary is I felt bad about the bet with Dan, and so I was gonna offer Dan.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Very nice. Dude, the thing that's going to be the worst part of this is taking down all of this shit. It's going to take me like a fucking 45 minutes to take this down. It's going to be the middle of the night. All cold as hell. No, fuck. I may leave it here till the morning and then come back.
I wouldn't blame you one bit, dude. and under the guise of, hey, it might catch something while I'm gone, even if it's not on.
Yeah. Yeah. All the purrs off. I'm just sprinting out. Dude, we may have to nix the ghost hunting talk. People do not like the ghost hunting talk.
Oh, I don't think they mind
enough in the chat.
I only saw. I'll have to read through it a little bit, but I
got a little sensitive to it. I'll admit.
Yeah, I think that you're probably you're facing a pretty anxiety filled night.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think what's his name was just trying to bust balls a little bit, but I'll take a close look. But no, we're going to be who we are. This is the Pack to the Future podcast, and we're going to say as we wish.
Yeah, I like it. You're always a better judge of that than I am, so I like it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think it's good. Okay, well, good luck to you, man. Put it on. Make sure you put it on our Instagram, and I follow Dr. Ghost Hunter, so I'll join you as soon as you hop on.
Awesome. See you in a bit, man. Thanks.
Okay. Good luck.